Hey guys, what's up? It's Kahoobb here, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to buy Bitcoin anonymously. This will probably go by pretty fast. I'm hoping it does. I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. So, step one, download Tor or use Brave browser with Tor. Brave browser, they have said, if your personal safety depends on remaining anonymous, you may wish to use the Tor browser instead. So, that's up to you guys. Whichever way you choose, whether it's Tor browser, Tor, Brave with Tor, whatever it is, it has to be active throughout this whole process. So make sure you're on it constantly when you go to any website or anywhere of the steps I'm showing you from here on out. Step two, create a Bitcoin paper wallet. You guys can read what I wrote here, but this is an important step. You're not going to have to care about your Bitcoin paper wallet later. I'll tell you why later. So just create one. Don't worry about it too much, but make sure you have the information you need on it. All right, step three, get cash any way you can. I have some ways right there. Step four, go to paxful.com. You will be on a VPN already with Tor and Brave plus Tor, whichever way you chose. You'll be on a VPN, basically. So now you need to find a trusted trader that will trade a gift card for Bitcoin. The get cash part, you won't know how much, right? So you can do $50, $100. That just depends how much you want to convert to Bitcoin. So this is where you'll find a trusted trader that offers an Amazon gift card for Bitcoin. So let's just say $50, for example, or actually let's say 150. Okay, so let's say you go to step four. You find someone that says if you go and buy $150 worth of, on Amazon gift card, if you buy $150 Amazon gift card with cash from whatever local store, if you give them the code on the back of the gift card, that if you give them that, then they'll give you Bitcoin. Okay, so just remember, when you do this, the majority of people are obviously, or actually almost every single one, is gonna give you a certain amount of cents on the dollar for every single dollar, meaning that if you were to do $50 for like every 80 or every dollar, they'll give you 70 cents worth of Bitcoin or 80 cents worth of Bitcoin. Even those lower ones like 55 cents on the dollar for Bitcoin. So you will pay a fee basically. But this is how you do it fully anonymous. So now you want to use that paper wallet address as the way to receive the Bitcoin, which you have also made this paper wallet address anonymously because you didn't need to do any identity verification, and you're also using a VPN, so it's not tracing off of your IP or anything. Now you need to make sure to follow this instructions by the trader step by step in order. You need to find a user that allows purchases from a user using a VPN. You don't have to look for this. If you find a user and you're like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I need, you try purchasing from them, it might say this user does not allow people with the VPN. Then you just need to find someone else. When you are purchasing the Bitcoin from the trade, the Amazon gift card for Bitcoin through someone who's put up their offer, you will notice something that says about you're not allowed to trade more than $1,500 USD worth of Bitcoin without ID verification. There's probably ways around this, like creating more Paxful accounts and other things like that. But you don't. But like I said, it's up to 1,500. They say if you try and do more than that, your account will be banned if you don't verify your ID. So step 5 is go to a store and buy an Amazon gift card, obviously with cash, like $150 or whatever, and make sure you keep the receipt. Some people say it's needed, and always do it in cash because then it's not tracked on any bank, credit, or debit card or anything linked to your ID. Step 6, you've now received Bitcoins to your paper wallet address from trading the gift card. So step 6 is really obviously easy. It's kind of part of step 5 and step 4. So step 6 is basically you did that whole process and now you actually own Bitcoin anonymously. So that's amazing. But there's still some more steps you need to go to secure your funds completely. Paper wallets aren't the safest, mainly if you're newer to crypto. And even if you're not newer, it's just more of ease of mind using cold storage. And also, it's just very hard to make sure you set up the paper wallet completely offline, air gapped, and all that. It's safer just to rely on cold storage ways instead of your completely yourself with a paper wallet address of how you set it up. It's very advanced, but it's possible. Step 7, create a ProtonMail email. I actually use ProtonMail. There's a subscription way, there's a free way. It basically uses private keys and public keys and encryption and all that, Swiss privacy and everything. So I'd also recommend using a spoof phone number where you can access text to, like you can get text received to the phone number. The reason you're doing this is because you're about to buy a cold storage vault and everything, so then you're not relying on the paper wallet that you created online. And I mean, even though you're using a VPN and everything, you still created it online. So you don't have to do the ProtonMail email. I just think it's smart because it's completely encrypted, very safe, way safer than Gmail. The spoof phone number, just so nothing links back to your phone number or anything like that, or any of your information. All right, so we'll move to 7.1. ProtonMail free version, I already kind of talked about. Nobody can read your ProtonMail messages other than the sender and receiver. Oh, and that's why if you do want to do the paid version of ProtonMail, connecting your credit or debit card bank account to ProtonMail, that's completely fine because no one can read any of your messages anyways. Step 8, go to Ledger's website or any cold storage wallet of your choice website that accepts Bitcoin as payment. So step 8 is pretty cool. This is the point to where you're going to completely secure your funds and become your own bank at the same time. And the cool thing you're going to get your own bank, your own crypto bank, your own bank, whatever you want to call it, anonymously also. Because you already have that Bitcoin anonymously, and now you're going to buy things anonymously because the Bitcoin's anonymous or whatever. So buy a Ledger Nano S or X. I'm kind of, in a sense, I guess I'm promoting Ledger just because I use it and I like them, but you don't have to. Just any cold storage wallet, even like a Trezor or whatever, as long as the company accepts Bitcoin as payment. So Ledger will ask for your email, your phone number, your first and last name, and your shipping address. So obviously that's all personal information, and you might want to get around that and not give out any of your personal info that can link back to your personal identity. Well, email, I recommend using your ProtonMail email. You can also create a ProtonMail email for free, so you can do that. Your phone number, you can use a spoof phone number if possible. First and last name, it does not require a first name. You can do a fake last name. It's just like Amazon shipping address when you put the name. I put Kahoobb on the shipping address. You're not going to get in trouble if you use a fake name or anything. It's just mainly for the convenience of the person who lives at the place, just so they know it's for them. Shipping address, I just say do yours, just so your neighbors aren't nosy or know anything about what you're doing. The reason I said a trusted neighbor or just like your neighbor is just because then maybe they'll like see it's a package for the person next door and go and give it to you. Therefore, if there's just literally no link back to you, but there is one to your neighbor. But I just recommend doing your own because I don't know how exactly safe or non-safe that is. I would just ship it to your own place because I mean the purchase is anonymous anyways, as you did pay in Bitcoin, so there's no actual identity linking back to you except your shipping address. But I mean anything you store on there isn't nothing, there's basically no link to you. Step 9, go to Cobos website or anywhere that accepts Bitcoin as payment to purchase a 24-word recovery seed storage and use Bitcoin as payment, obviously. They will also ask you information, so you can use your Proton email, use a spoof phone number, fake first name and last name, shipping address. Just do yours, honestly. And after step 8 and step 9, you have now purchased. Well, I mean, these are your first 2 purchases ever in Bitcoin, which is awesome. Or at least an anonymous Bitcoin, which is awesome. So we'll move to step 10, which was those are probably the best first purchases you could ever do. Step 10, set up cold storage wallet. Set up the 24 seed recovery correctly and safely Do not store the 24 seed recovery online anywhere. Don't take a picture of it. Don't Snapchat it to someone. Don't write it down anywhere on your computer or phone. Even if you're going to write it down on a notepad text and then delete it before saving. Sorry for the stuttering. But don't even do that. Don't take a Polaroid picture of it just in case the picture's lost or stolen. Literally don't write it down anywhere at all. It'll be on the actual device you receive, and it'll be not being shown on your computer screen so no one can see it. It'll only be whoever's near you in person that can see it when you're writing it down. As you do have the Cobos thing, as I told you, to Cobos website and get the 24/7 recovery seed storage. This thing's like $40 or whatever, but it's really good, really safe and everything. So you will receive the little letterings you place in, right? So once you punch all these out, you need to literally like burn, or I don't know. I don't know if they can burn, but throw them out. Like get rid of the rest of the letters. If someone comes into your house and sees which ones are punched out of all the letters you have, they can then reduce, like basically, or here, I'll put it this way: they can basically increase their chances of hacking and getting, well, not necessarily hacking, but guessing your Bitcoin information to steal all your funds if they're able to, see which letters you have punched out and which ones you did not, because then they know because they can see the list of all the possible 24, like what words are used in a 24 seed recovery, and so that's not a good idea to keep. Definitely throw it out. Okay, step 11: transfer funds from Bitcoin online paper wallet to cold storage wallet. This is where I am telling you now that this is what the paper wallet was for. It was mainly just for the transfer to even get the Bitcoin in the first place, and then from there on out to then transfer the funds from the paper wallet to the cold storage wallet, just for extra safety, and it's easier to set up and to be sure that it's completely safe. So I recommend transferring a small amount from the paper wallet to cold storage wallet at the very beginning, so you don't lose any of your funds, and transfer all your funds safely. You can do the small amount first, and if it goes through, everything's successful, then just do the full amount next time, but make sure you're doing everything correctly. I've never had an issue. I've never lost any crypto transferring funds or anything to cold storage like that, but just always got to be safe. Okay, step 11.5. Find ways to buy Bitcoin and crypto anonymously. Let's say you do not find a way around the $1,500 maximum. For some reason, you can't create more accounts and do the same thing, or you're too freaked out or scared to do that in case they catch you or something like that. You can do online surveys for Bitcoin that only require to input a Bitcoin wallet address, no login information. Obviously, you can lie in the surveys if it's asking for personal information. Under the table jobs for Bitcoin, whether it's coding for a friend, doing something physical in person. You can also exchange cash for Bitcoin in person. If you know someone who's involved with Bitcoin and likes buying it up, you can then offer cash to them, and then they can then take your cash and send you crypto from their wallet address to your wallet address. Another thing I said is let the value of Bitcoin increase itself before using it to purchase items, to worry about this step less. Meaning that if you were to buy $100 to $200 worth of Bitcoin anonymously in 2010, 2011, even 2012, and then even up until 2020 or 2020 right now, you wouldn't really have to worry about buying Bitcoin right now because you would have so much of it. So that's that. Step 12, not really a step, but you own Bitcoin anonymously. You purchase your own bank anonymously, the 24 seed recovery and the cold storage wallet. You're in full control of your funds. Your account can never be frozen by anyone because it's all actually your money. You can send and receive Bitcoin to anyone at all of your choice. You can deposit money into your crypto wallet anytime you want, any amount you want. Send and receive anything at all whenever you decide. There's no ID verification needed at all for that. So step 13, buy things in Bitcoin if you're going to try and live off Bitcoin or just use Bitcoin for purchases instead of, selling it for fiat money. You can actually just buy things in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin payments are not accepted, but altcoins are, use a decentralized exchange to buy an altcoin with your Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin and altcoins are not accepted for payments for the company you want to purchase from, but you still want to try to buy everything in crypto, You can use a gift card crypto website like Bitrefill or gift.com and purchase any gift card of your choice that the website supports and use that gift card, which is pretty cool. You might have to pay a premium unless they're doing it just for the good of crypto, but I feel like there might be some like $5, $2, $5, up to $7 charge or something like that, depending how much you want to put on the card. Here's another step. You can also use websites like lolly.com to receive Bitcoin back in purchasing items from online stores. So if you're going to pay in Bitcoin on a website, maybe lolly.com supports that website and you can receive Bitcoin back. So you can get a percent back just from having a lolly.com account. BitPlaza is an amazing website or app where you can buy MacBooks, AirPods, groceries, TVs, and Nintendo Switches and all that. So what's cool is that the funds that you're using to buy things like on BitPlaza and everything, they are not being traced or tracked by anyone other than on the blockchain publicly. And there's no one that's going to freeze your funds or see who you're, like, there's no one specific that's going to be looking at where you're sending your money or anything like that and decide whether or not they want to, freeze your account for spending your money at a certain place. None of that's going to happen. So let's see. Here's a little extra thing I put in. I'm going to end the video here, though, so you can pause it if you need to read all of it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, leave them down in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. So I'll see you guys later in the next video.